is it. If I can find it, it's gonna be more reliable than Thanos' time stone. If I can find it. Tuna? It's not this, but I think I'll keep this for later. Not here either. Damn it. Where could it be, man? Jeez. Good. With the power vested in me. Let's just throw already, Jesus. It's gonna be so. God. Ziad, be careful what you say this time. Walk on thin ice. Alright, let's begin. So, let me just get this camera on properly. Okay, here we go. So, where to freaking begin, man? Jesus Christ, I got torn apart. They were relentless. Anyways, what I'm talking about is the group chat. And in the group chat, I posted the YouTube video that I posted about Nicholas. And in the Nicholas video, I stated my goals of, look, I wanna come as close as I can to you last year, you know. And obviously, it's a fat chance that I even do that, you know. And he's even stronger. And all of these things are normal to say. I understand that, right? These are not threats. These are not threats. And I got accused of threatening him. And at first it took me a while to have it sink in first, because Reese, right? He's so strong also, and like I really admire his strength in general. I still have time to get to know him, but he's very positive, and he is in this argument, in this whole thing. It's gonna go from me being convinced that I'm right to actually having it sink in and turning on myself and being like, oh shit, I'm wrong. And how this happened is, let's start again from where I left off, which was in the YouTube video. I stated that about my goals and whatever, and I wanted to come as close as I can. But what I said that was wrong, that I understand now, that could be seen as a threat, and I didn't realize it until there is the reference to the YouTube video. And at first I didn't realize what he was talking about, because he was referencing the picture that I sent, and it just didn't add up for me. But now when I think back into the YouTube video, I fucked up. I said something that was very wrong. And from a sporting perspective, it's okay for, let's say in golf, for someone to miss a hole-in-one, right? And another guy comes and he's ambitious to get that hole-in-one. right? But the difference is between golf and powerlifting is there's no bodies on the line. Nicholas, excuse me, is putting his body on the line to do what he's passionate about. And here comes me, and I state that I want to come as close as I can to him so that I can essentially beat him, but I need him to make a mistake in his competition. And this is wrong, because now I'm essentially saying that I want him to fail so I can win, and this is being discouraging, and it's not being a good competitor, because you wouldn't wish injury and you wouldn't wish another person's livelihood for your own gain. And I understand that this I didn't realize at first, so it's a serious thing, and this is also not a way that I want to win, even if I was strong, if I state these things and I put it out in the world like that, and it's very discouraging. It doesn't make me a good competitor, and the fact that I said what I said shows that I'm a fucking idiot, dude. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know what else to say. I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. I wish I could take it back, but I can't. And these things goes on inside of a person's head, everyone's head. Like deep down behind them, they are kind of hoping that another person fails so that they can come ahead or come closer to victory. But to go out of your way like I did, and to call out Nicholas and to see what he says is fucked up. And it put me in a really bad state of mind for the last day. I didn't even go back home. I didn't even go back home yet, just because I don't want to celebrate, because I don't deserve to, because of my actions, And this is a big lesson to me, and what I've learned going forward. And it's going to be very hard to go forward. And look at it like this, man. Like, if you're not rooting for me right now, that makes two of us. We have something in common. I'm just gonna have to find a way to get through the training. And here's the thing, I feel like I'm recording myself more often because we're shooting a documentary, right? 2 weeks ago I wouldn't say the same things I am now, but I am. This is because emotions get higher as you're going to compete, and as nationals get closer, your moral compass kind of goes to cure. I don't know how to explain it, but it gets to you, and I let it get to me. And 2 weeks ago, I couldn't even record videos talking to the camera like I am now. And with more practice, I became more confident, but still I'm placing myself as a prop. I'm a character inside of a documentary that I want to be entertaining, and for the goals of it being entertaining, I'm going to have to do certain things that other people wouldn't, And after this event has gone by, and I came first in Western Province, and obviously for me, the bigger step wouldn't be to say for the documentary in its third act I want to beat my previous record of last year nationals, whereas that is the realistic option, and that is what I would like to portray. It's just not going to be as entertaining as reaping the benefits out of going to nationals and recording Nicholas, because obviously he's the center. He represents the best in South Africa, and the fact that I said what I said also just shows you that in the bigger, I wasn't thinking about the bigger picture here. Nicholas is the strongest and represents the best in South Africa, you know, with the biggest potential, and he's stronger than me. He's going to win, and that's how the story goes, you know. There's no way I have a chance. You must understand that I'm kind of just skipping people, you know. I'm just skipping to the front of the line with this documentary because I want to show the space it is between. At the end of the documentary, it's probably going to be like, you're going to see the space between me and the overall best of the best, and then you get to see, oh, there's plenty more out there that's just like you and stronger. That's the point of the documentary, you know. It's not to show that I'm the strongest, I'm the best. And although that is the goal, eventually I will become the strongest, I'm sure. And because it is a goal of mine. But I know right now that's not how the story is going to go. You know, I'm just going to have to chip in and do what I can with what my strength has offered. And there are other guys that is estimated to come second. There's other guys that estimated to get third. There's other guys that estimated to get fourth. There's the Reese that beat me last year at Unleash the Beast. There's Eduardo that I told you that it's going to take 2 years to catch up to that guy's strength, and he's going to go for 300 on each big lifts and 200 bench this year sometime. So it's going to be very competitive, you know. So it's going to be very interesting. And I said it myself, you know, like Sean Brookshire is Brookshire. Sorry, I don't know. I'm fucking up his surname, bro. I'm sorry, but I told you he's the one. He's the one that is gonna come the closest. You know that I believe in. You know, but obviously for the documentary, it's gonna be very shortcut, and it's gonna be from. We're just gonna show the discrepancy between how strong I am. Nicholas is just to be short and clear cut, you know. So that will give you more reference behind that. And I know if you're not rooting for me, it's okay. I don't root for myself either, it's okay. I'm at a low point right now. Shit's going south. We're gonna have to get back on track. It's gonna be Ramadan fast soon, and it's gonna be very hard to compete in nationals a week right after the fast. So I have to be kind of conservative as well. I can't take it too hard over my body. I'm still going to have to be a reliable, trustworthy athlete. I can't afford to make any mistakes to cost me progression in the long run, you know. I'm not gonna put on a number that I'm not confident I'm not going to be able to wield until the third attempt still, you know. And I'm going to need every penny, every LBS, every kg I can bring to that platform, you know. And I just want to go 9 for 9 like everybody else and just do well. That's what I would like, you know. But don't be discouraged if I say that I want to be Nicholas. I'm not skipping you guys. I truly do value you guys as lifters as well. And I know it can seem disrespectful that I'm just jumping the head of the curve because my mind is just so fucking idiotic sometimes, and just bear with me for a second longer, okay? Just hold on, okay? But that's gonna be it for me talking. If you got to this point of the video, I want you to comment, Ziad, you are some motherfucking idiot. Okay, just like that. I want it just like that in the comment section down below. Anyways, if you like the video, like, share, subscribe. Peace. Oh, by the way, I have something else planned, and I think it can make things better. Okay, so I think I'll play that at the end of this video of the training. Okay, this is probably going to be the last point of training, to be honest, because I'm going to have to find out who I am without recording like a fucking idiot in public, you know. I have to know that this person that's recording would be without the camera. So anyways, like I said, like, share, subscribe, peace. Nice, man. Easy. 3, 4. Very good. Wrap that thumb around the ball. Other thumb. Over and thumb. Yeah, there we go. Yep. What number you have now? 7. 3 more. 6. Good. Nice. Good.
One more just in case.
Yep. Smash it. Easy. Very good. Well done.
7 kilos.
That's good. That's double body weight.
You only started like 3 months ago.
Right up. 120. 4, 5. Easy. 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. You're good. You're good. I go up to 70. Okay, can start. You ready?
Ready?
Yeah. Nice. Last one. Easy.
Did I too much?
No, it's good.
It's like the skin on spray.
165. Come on. It's like we're building a pyramid here. Speed, 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 speed. Easy, man. Good.
Close enough.
Too easy. Easy. Yo, just got news. So Dakota said that the film got chosen to be produced. Just got this message. And fuck, that's fucking good, dude. That's fucking good. He said the crew was assigned to me today. Things are looking good. As shit as yesterday went. And I know I still fucked up, guys. I'm not gonna lie, this is so fucking good. This is so good, dude. Oh my god. Damn it. It's the next day, and I get I'm just lurking on Instagram, and I see this post of Reese. And if you don't know Reese, go follow him on Instagram. You know, he's way more humble than me, to say the least, and he didn't make as much mistakes as me. And he also represents Savage Equipment as the ambassador for Western Province. So if you're wondering where I got this belt and my equipment from, I went to Durban last year to get it from Savage Equipment, and this equipment is the best. I'm gonna take this to my funeral, you know. I'm gonna die with this on me. And if you want the same equipment, you should contact him if you're in Western Province, Cape Town. And it's unfortunate that I see this post and I see that he might have had a major pec strain or injury or something, and I'm just thinking, like, before all this happened, I would have encouraged him to get better soon, get better, heal up for the nationals and his competition and all that he wanted to accomplish for his goals, you know. But because I said what I said in previous videos, I feel like I'm being, how do I say, two-faced about it, you know. Because I remember that I did state, and I bring along all this baggage with me, with all these mistakes that I've made, and it's just an unfortunate position that I'm in, because I can't state I want him to get better anymore, because I feel like an idiot saying so, because then they're gonna be like, oh, but you wanted this, you wanted him to make a mistake, didn't you? You know, and I don't have any real concrete comeback to that, you know. But for me, I would say I disagree. I would say I do want him to get better, so he's my comrade. He's a bar brother, you know. and we all want what's best for ourselves. But when it comes to the platform and competing, it's all fair play. And when it comes to sport, and I say that I want another person to, or if I say that only, what I stated was, I want to come as close as I can to Nicholas of last year. This is not saying I want him to get injured. This is not saying I want him to fail. I'm saying that I want to come as close as I can to him last year, so that I can be right there behind him, right there with him. I never said that I will beat him, but I did say that if he makes some mistakes, I will be behind him. I want to be as close as I can behind him, and I don't think this is the same like saying or tukumzing or jinxing him to become injured. This is not what I said. You are taking what I'm saying and putting it out of context for something that I didn't mean, and I feel like this is unfair to me, because now I leave myself vulnerable with this footage that I put up. And you must know that we take competition fairly seriously. I never make my money back, and it's lifters that's essentially running the sport because of our passion. And we all want to be the best, dude. We all want to prevail, So we want to encourage each other. We want to do our best that we can. But it's all fair play when it comes down to the platform, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want people to be injured, man. And I want to be there for other lifters. And it sucks that it's this way, and people might see what I'm saying and put a negative connotation behind it, whereas that's not what I mean. Some of the most proudest lifters that I'm proud of, was in the beat, and I shout for them. I want them to prevail. Come on, Daniel! I want you to prevail, man. I want you to beat me at your best. And I want everyone to do the best that they can, honestly. Because for the bigger picture, Nicholas represents the strongest in Western Province. He's taking this with him to go to international events and verse others there. And when I see him there, I'm going to be proud of him, I want to be up there as well. I'm jealous, dude. I'm a fucking jelly bean. I'm a fucking jelly bean, man. And I just want the same for myself. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because I want to be as good as him. So Reese, I owe you an apology, man. I'm so sorry that I did this. I started all this bullshit, when it could have all been avoided by just staying in my lane, and focusing on myself and what I can do. I will learn from this to become better, guys. I promise you that. And to my comrades, I owe you an apology, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm a two-face, It's just there's so many different perspectives of looking at it. I have to watch what I have to say more wisely. But anyways, I'm doing squats today. Let's hope I get that 160 for 3. I really need to figure out squats, because squats is my lagging lift. And if I can figure that out, I know I can be a more competitive power lifter. I'm damn near benching as much as I squat, to be honest, and that's not good. But anyways, if you like the video, like, share, subscribe, peace. just after that garbage set. Jesus, that was ugly to say the least. Definitely textbook. It's funny how this whole event honestly didn't really affect my training. I thought it did, but it might have just been a weekday, and I feel like I'm still recovering after the competition. So I was projected to get the same numbers I was this week, and I got it. Some was harder than others, I will admit, but I feel like I didn't have a lot of calories this week to eat. So that is purely diet, and my mindset being at the low. I wouldn't say that much effect on my training that much. I never really experienced a real mental block, probably because for me, I train without motivation all the time. I train purely with accountability, so I do it like it's a job, you know. Of course, I celebrate because I love doing this, and but soon after I celebrate, it's just like a spike, and then it's a down again, and I continue doing the same thing I am, and I try to stay grounded for the most part. Just after this event has been, this competition has been done, I felt like, oh, I'm looking more positive, you know, I'm looking more confident. So maybe I am this level that I am, but luckily, I have you guys to kind of keep me grounded, you know, and hold me accountable to what I say. So in a way, all of this bullshit that happened this week, and the group chat, the entire group chat got blocked by Andre and only admins and do. And honestly, Andre saved my fucking ass. They were ripping me to shreds and pieces there. So thank you, Andre. Thank you so much. But and that's actually the first time I've ever seen the group chat being blocked, and it's funny, it was because of me. That's something, you know. But so even though I'm at a mental low, and I don't root for myself, and but the thing is, my body performs regardless, and when I lift, I take all my problems out of the equation, because lifting is a means of escapism for me, you know. It's a way to exit the normal life for me, I would say. Lifting isn't extraordinary, it's something everyone does, you know, but for me, it's like playing a video game, and I want to have the high score, so I do the best that I can as a gamer, in a sense. So for me, if you don't know this about me, I failed many a times. I failed grades. I failed 2 grades, and that first one was grade 9, and I just felt like when I was in school, I was just mentally, I was just like not there. I didn't care about what I was doing there, you know. I wasn't interested. And grade 10, I found out that I really got to discover that I'm actually I have like kind of ADHD in a way, and not the extrovert type. The extrovert type is the one to be loud and go from here to there. Imran, my friend, is like that, and he's one to go from here to there and be very loud, and how do I say, he's one to communicate with others and do one thing to the next thing. Whereas I'm with the introvert, I will be like here and then just be daydreaming, you know. And this because I wasn't interested, and I failed grades, you know. I know what it feels like to be left behind, and it sucks, but it is what it is. So through that, I had a lot of time on my hands, you know, and through that I found lifting. And when I found lifting, I was at the mental low already. So all my celebrations is always like spikes, and but I always come down. I always find a way to make a mistake and come back down grounded. And I feel like this is good because it doesn't mean that I'm ever gonna quit. I'm always gonna remain accountable for myself, and this is not a good thing, because essentially what I'm saying is I never get really happy, or when I do get happy, I would think, how long is this gonna last? And then I would just find a way to make a mistake or fuck up and go back down again and be neutral, you know? It's not down, like I'm not actually like traumatized about it, but I'm never really long-term spiked up happy, if you get what I mean. I always keep myself grounded in a way. So essentially what I'm trying to say is, regardless of how I feel, I trained myself to block all that out and perform what I can do without bringing in all these baggage and all these thoughts. Before I lift, I make sure that I'm in the right state of mind and I think clearly about the movement of itself. This allows me to be trustworthy with their numbers. And anyways, so on to deadlifts next. The goal is to get, what the fuck is the goal? Just get back into the swing of things. Get 170 on sumo deadlifts, not doing conventional only until Tuesday. Sumo deadlifts, the goal is today to get back into the swing of things and maybe go up to 190 and just feel that out for a volume set of AMRAP. Maybe try to get 8. I would like to get 8. It'll be very cool, but I'm not gonna take it if it's not there. If they don't have it offered for me and I feel it on the 3rd rep to the 5th rep, I'll call it there, just depending on how I feel, just because I saw that 160 was like garbage, you know, so I might not have my legs underneath me today. But anyways, until then, we'll see how it goes.
Just give it an introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the champ over here.
Let's go in. I'll take the L for now. It's 1 week off the comp. I have time, some time, not too much time. It's gonna be quite hard to do this in the fast, not gonna lie. But until then, we'll see what happens. If I can hit that maybe next week, that'll be good. But first is up a conventional session on Tuesday, which will be probably 150 for, or 155 for 5, sorry. Hips was feeling a bit tight today. In the last set of deadlifts, like my hip kind of pulled on the first set, the first set of 190. Hip kind of was feeling very uncomfortable at the top of the lockout. So I couldn't really attempt the next reps just because I had to be cautious. Yeah, or with caution, sorry. But that'll be it for today. I think 190 for 5 reps and 2 sets is almost equivalent to 190 for 8. You know, especially if the last rep moved quickly enough to say it's a RWE 8, 2 left in the tank. That will be 7 reps altogether. I'll explain RWE in a different video probably. Don't think I broke that down. I broke it down on Instagram in the content, but I still have yet to do that for YouTube. Anyways, if you like the video, like, share, subscribe. Peace.